Right, we are multiplying decimals today, and they want us to check for reasonableness, but let's just focus on the multiplying aspect first. So we're gonna go ahead and do maybe 3 problems, 2 definitely. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with 3 through 5, and I'm gonna do one of those, and I'm gonna do the middle one. So we're gonna do problem 4. 1 and 59 hundredths times 7. So you're first gonna multiply this normally. You're gonna just multiply the 7 by every single number and making sure you write correctly. So here we have 9 times 7 is 63. Leave the 3, carry the 6. 5 times 7 is 35. 35 plus 6 is 41. Leave the 1, carry the 4. 1 times 7 is 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. Now, right now, as the number stands, it's actually 1,113. So that is incorrect. I mean, the math is correct in terms of the multiplying, but what we didn't do is move the decimal. So always remember, when you are multiplying with the decimal, you need to count the spaces the decimal is in to the right to be able to move it in your answer. So first we're gonna count to the right. And in this case, I'm at the decimal, putting my pen right there, and I'm counting 1, 2. It's 2 place values, 2 places. So now I counted to the right to figure out how many spaces. Now I'm gonna put that in my answer, but I'm gonna move to the left. So I want you to think of it as the opposite. You count right, but you put the answer to the left. And we're gonna do twice. 1, 2, and now my answer is 11 and 13 hundredths, which is correct. All right? So let's go ahead and do another one. Let's go ahead and do problem 7 directly below it. So it is written horizontally. As always, you're gonna want to rewrite it vertically. In this case, it's gonna be 0.5 or 5 tenths times 3 wholes. So here we go. 5 times 3 is 15. Leave the 5, carry the 1. 0 times 3 is 0, plus 1 is 1. So right now the answer is 15. Again, incorrect. We need to count our decimal spaces and move them in our answer. And in this case, it's only one spot, 1. So over here, I'm gonna move 1 to the left. So now my answer is 1.5, which is correct. A decimal is a huge thing, because it's, especially when you think about money, would you have rather had $15 or $1.50? So if you don't put it correctly, the amount of the number drastically changes. And we're gonna go ahead and do one more problem, and we're gonna do number 13 directly below it. So this one is 67 times 4 and 3 tenths. So you don't have to line the decimals up. You don't do that in multiplication, because again, you are counting the decimals after you've multiplied. So we're gonna go ahead and just get into this. So 7 times 3 is 21, leave the 1, carry the 2. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 plus 2 is 20. Leave the 0 here, and the 2 now goes in that imaginary hundredth spot right there. Okay, always remember its place value. This is the, in this case, tenths, ones, tens. But we don't know that yet because we haven't moved our decimal. So now we put a 0 here because we're on the second number here. 4 times 7 is 28. Leave the 8, carry the 2, and I'm gonna put that 2 on top. 6 times 4 is 24. Excuse me. 28, 24, 25, 26. All right. And now we add. 1 plus 0 is 1. 8 plus 0 is 8. 2 plus 6 is 8. 2 plus that imaginary 0 is 2. Okay. So now, right now, the answer is 2,888, which is incorrect. We didn't move our decimal. And you'll see we don't have a decimal in the first number, but we do have one in the second. And from this one, we're only moving 1. So that means we're moving 1 space to the left. From here, 1, my new number is now 288. And in this case, 10 cents, or 1/10. So you can see the importance of the decimal. It drastically changes the number. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'd rather have had $2,881 instead of $288.10. So just remember, when you are moving decimals first, you need to count them in the problem. You count going left to right, and for the answer, you're going right to left. So I hope you liked this video. Good luck finishing the rest of these, and make sure you keep practicing, and always think decimals are like money.